So are Yelp ads worth it? We've worked with hundreds of businesses and I can tell you that I see what they're doing other than the SEO and Google ads work that we're doing. And the answer is yes, sometimes it is worth it to do Yelp ads and other times it's not. And in every case, you should have a mix of channels that you're marketing through. So let's talk about it in a little bit more detail. My name is Frank. I'm the founder of Sagapixel. We are a digital marketing firm that's worked with small businesses, medium-sized businesses, hundreds at this point, and we've seen what works and what doesn't. I'm going to share with you a couple experiences that we've had with businesses that were doing Yelp ads, and hopefully this will help inform your decision of whether to do them or not. Client number one is an electrical contractor in New England. When you perform the search electricians Boston and scroll down, you get the map results, and then the second result that you get is Yelp. When you do the same search in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, that's where we're located, Yelp is the top result ahead of Angie's List. Now, the reason that Yelp ranks there and other directories similar to it is the very reason why you should consider advertising there. An electrical contractor is something that you want to look into. You're going to want to see what other people have said about this business. You probably want to see some pictures of past work that they've done and the crew and what it might be like to invite this company to your home. People know and trust Yelp to get information about businesses. In this case, I can scroll past a few of them. I see that this one's been around for 20 years. Doesn't really have any reviews here, which is a little iffy. This one has 30 reviews. It's in our area. This one has 109. But either way, you probably noticed that the ads were the first thing that showed up on the page. So for an electrical contractor that's advertising on Yelp, they can virtually guarantee that they're going to get in front of the homeowners that are looking for services like theirs. And that are likely serious about it because they're looking at people's reviews in photography. In the case of our client, he virtually built his business on the back of Yelp ads before he began working with us. We got him started with paid search ads, local services ads, and SEO. Within a year, they did an analysis of the cost per lead through Yelp ad, through SEO, and through paid search and LSAs. Ultimately, they found that the Google local services ads and SEO had the lowest cost per lead, but the paid search ads were really great at narrowing in on a very specific type of very expensive job that they specialize in. So earlier this year, they actually shifted their entire budget over to Google Ads. Customer number two. This was a high-end hair salon in a major US city. This was another business that two brothers grew in virtually a year or two, almost entirely on the back of Yelp ads. They were spending in the ballpark of about $4,000 to $6,000 a month and generating hundreds and hundreds of leads from it. They decided to diversify their lead sources, so they reached out to us about doing Google ads and SEO. We got them started. We had a cost per lead of around $15 to $20. And about 90 days in, they saw a big decrease, not only in the amount of traffic coming in, but their bookings. They contacted us, and honestly, I thought that maybe we had screwed something up as well. But when I went into their Google Analytics, I saw that their Yelp traffic had dropped by around 50%. Upon further inspection, it became apparent that some other salons in the area had started advertising on Yelp as well, which basically means that this salon had a monopoly on the Yelp listing for this major city. Once they didn't, the leads started to really dry up. The cost per lead virtually doubled because they were still spending the same amount of money on ads each month, and getting the Google ads and SEO really running and producing well became critical. Example number three, us. I tried Yelp ads when we first opened up 6-7 years ago. It was pretty much a waste of money. Yelp is not an important channel for people that are out there looking for digital marketing agencies. It's just not where people go to find them when they're looking to hire a company for their business. And I'm sure that ours is not the only industry that's like this. So here's my recommendation. Take a look at your local market. If you don't see that there's a lot of ads from businesses that are actually in your area, give it a shot. Put $1,000 into it. Make sure that you have some way of measuring whether the leads are actually coming from Yelp or not, and go from there. Do check the search results to see if Yelp is showing up in the results for what you do. For example, in the search, plastic surgeons Miami, these are all plastic surgery practices. This is the local map results, and Yelp is very conspicuously missing. We do a lot of work with plastic surgeons, and I can tell you that Yelp very rarely, almost never, is ranking for any of these sorts of searches. And there's going to be some percentage of the viewers of this video that if you perform searches for what you do in the market where you compete, you're not going to see Yelp ranking there. If you don't, I wouldn't even consider spending money on it. And even if you do find that Yelp is ranking for your services in your market, and you do decide to try it out and you do see that it works, don't rely on one marketing channel. All it takes is for a bunch of of competitors come in to drive your costs, and you can find your business in a very precarious spot. The same thing goes for Google Ads, same thing goes for SEO, and every other marketing channel out there. Never rely on one channel. Try to figure out a few, because if one ever goes down, you have the others to back you up.